Vinyasa yoga is to a certain degree about the culture of the spiritual warrior. Of making a difference, of believing that we can make a difference in the world around us. Vinyasa yoga offers us the opportunity to experience the integration of the many aspects of yoga into this uninterrupted flow of vinyasa. Asana, pranayama, mantra, mudra, satsang, maybe working with music and how music affects the students. How do you spiritualize your practice, and how do you find your own expression of your own spirituality as a practitioner and as a teacher? How do you integrate these different aspects of yoga into an uninterrupted flow?
Lokah, Samastah, Sukhino, Bhavantu.
If we're practicing yoga in such a way where we're connecting so much to ourselves and our own inner world, and it's all about me and my experience and my purity and my self-realization, this can result in a yoga practice which is ultimately vanity, which is ultimately just about me. How can it be about more? How can we make sure that we're practicing yoga in such a way that we are feeling inspired and motivated to make a difference for the benefit of all? Lokah, Samastah, Sukhino, Bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Lokah, Samastah, Sukhino, Bhavantu. Now you may say that I'm a dreamer, and that's right, but I'm not the only one.
What is deeper? What is it to go deeper into the practice of yoga? Now, for some people, they just got to keep working on going further into asana, trying to get their legs higher, trying to get their feet further behind their heads, trying to go deeper into back bends. Well, that is one aspect of going deeper into the yoga experience. But to go deeper into yoga is to go deeper into connection. Connection with myself, connection with my environment. And this is very, very important. Connection with life itself, all of life. This involves connecting the mind and the heart and allowing yourself to practice with feeling. It is a choice. You don't have to make that choice. You could practice yoga without feeling. I see people practicing yoga without feeling. I think it's considered normal. At the same time, I do believe that if we change the position of our bodies, we change the way we feel. This is really a life changer and a yoga changer. The idea that you can bring more of yourself into your yoga practice. That changes everything, because it means now, since I am embodying a world and life embracing philosophy, I am also embracing everything that I am. I no longer have to deny myself. I no longer have to deny my personality. I no longer have to label all of my thoughts and feelings as illusion. To understand yoga as an awakening, but an awakening of your nature. Not only of your awareness, but of your nature, right? Make space for your nature. So if we're focused on a spirituality which is trying to instruct us to take distance from our desires, urges, ambitions, dreams, then we're not going to discover that nature which is deeply impassioned, deeply empowered, and pure. And that is our spiritual warrior nature. Let's talk about the yoga of Rasa, because this is really life-changing stuff. This is a big part of the spiritual warrior training. I must say I really honor the Prana Vinyasa tradition for bringing the teachings of Rasa into the Vinyasa yoga practice. And once I was exposed to these teachings, it transformed my practice totally. I find it very, very exciting, transformative, life-changing, and I'm really happy to share these teachings. It really can happen to yoga, that people start to become repetitive, and the yoga just becomes a kind of going through the motion of repeating these sequences of positions. There's just nothing more than that. Then it loses its juice, it loses its flavor, it needs to be refreshed, it needs to be revitalized. How are you going to revitalize your yoga practice? Infuse it with Rasa. Bring more of yourself into your yoga practice. Bring more of your emotion and of your passion and of your feeling into your yoga practice. Infuse it with the nectar of Rasa.
All beings everywhere, be happy, happy and free, pain-free. May all beings
Emotions have energy. We can use that energy. Doesn't mean that we have to get wrapped up with the emotion, but allow the emotion to run its course, you know. Feel what you can learn from the emotion, harness the energy that comes with that emotion, direct that energy into whatever action it is that you would like to direct that energy towards.
Sukhino, Bhavantu.
During the spiritual warrior training, we're working with the 3 spiritual warrior Rasa archetypes. These are like keys that open for us the portals, giving us access to another layer of practice so that we can actually benefit from that layer of emotional, energetic embodiment.
Live as one and have some fun. Lokah, Samastah, Sukhino, Bhavantu.
Awakening the inner warrior, awakening the inner hero, awakening in ourselves through the practice of yoga, the connection and the embodiment to that quality which is the one who will stand up and defend righteousness, the one who will stand up for the Dharma, the one who will take action, compassionate action, to defend all of life, the one who will work for the benefit of all.
Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti.
The warrior as lover. The warrior as the lover of life, which, you know, this goes hand in hand. The warrior as the defender of life, because the warrior is the lover of life. And the spiritual warrior is certainly a lover more than anything else. And this is where we tap into bhakti. Bhakti is the path of loving devotional service, and where we truly, through our love for all living beings, are able to access the energy and the devotion which motivates us to work for the benefit of all. So working for the benefit of all is then not work at all, but it is an act of love, which is motivated by love itself and therefore feels perfectly natural. And that is bhakti, right? Bhakti is the layer of yoga practice where we can make use of mantras, singing, devotional chanting, kirtan, and practicing yoga in such a way, making use of music, really taking the yoga to quite an ecstatic place where the yoga itself becomes a celebration of life. Deep into the sacred practices of sadhana, which involve mudra, which involve the Shatkriyas, the pranayama practices, the kumbhakas. These are the practices of yoga that take us so deeply into ourselves, into that inner silence, and into that inner connection that one really almost tastes the inner divine. This deep inner work is an opportunity to experience peace as our nature. The idea is to give teachers who attend the training more tools, more to work with, so that they are able to create these multi-layered yoga experiences for their students in the context of master classes, workshops, or retreats, wherever it is that you feel you want to bring more into it. Vinyasa yoga is a beautiful way to bring together the multi-dimensional nature of yoga, to bring together all of the practices, all of the different aspects of yoga, and seamlessly weave them together. So touching on these subjects is what I do during the training. I didn't make any of the stuff up myself. I'm sharing what I've learned from my teachers. I thank and I bow to my own teachers.
All beings everywhere be happy, happy and free.
I made it outside. I made the film in public places because I wanted to show this yoga of connecting to the environment. So the film is shot on 8 different public locations in Amsterdam, the city where I live. It was great fun. It was really great fun shooting it with Yogi Mo. He's playing the music which he composed.
Lokah, Samastah, Sukhino, Bhavantu. Now you may say that I'm a dreamer, and that's right, but I'm not the only one. I know that's why you're here right now, to join us, so that the world